Hey Austin, I will remember to actually send this to you today rather than sending at 3:15 like I did last week. Anyways, warm up today is the same as what we've been doing. So some 90-90s, cat, cows, up dog, down dog, inchworms, and bootstrappers. And then grabbing a pair of dumbbells, working into 15 squats, then 8 each side alternating pullovers, another 8 each side reverse lunges, and then another 8 alternating pullovers. Let me refresh my screen here. And then, like I said last week, I wasn't a big fan of some of the movements and things that I was working on. So I'm switching things up a little bit, and you'll see the progression over the next couple weeks. But basically, I'm going to be working on Jefferson curls, sticking with some of the side delt work, sticking with ATGs, but then working on bicep stuff, and then the pullovers and some core. So over behind the rack, I had a couple of 35s sitting out and a couple 45s. I said, ladies use 35-pound bar, guys use a 45-pound bar. And that Jefferson curl, we're coming up nice and tall to begin. Tuck that head, nice and slow, nice and round. Hello, using my balance here, as low as they can get and as round as they can get. If they can get down to the floor pretty easily, have them take their hands out a little bit wider. I went a lot wider, but so that way, they can't make it all the way down to the floor for the next rep. And yeah, my plan with these is just that each week we're going to be adding 5 pounds, so just kind of a linear progression there. Then they've got 8 each side of a banded lateral raise. For whatever reason, a bunch of people wanted to make this kind of like an angled crossbody thing, making sure that you're cueing to keep it as a lateral raise. And I really had people just come into slightly above parallel. And what can help is even if you have them angle towards the rack a little bit, that's just going to make it a little bit easier to keep that to the side. So you had 8 each side of a banded lateral raise. Most ladies, or all the ladies, were using orange. Some ladies even had to step it in a little bit, so maybe they're not all the way out away from the rack. They're just kind of coming in a little bit closer. A couple of guys were using black bands. So yeah. Then barbell ATGs. So I had our 15-pound barbells sitting out. And this was kind of set up in the middle of the room. So I had boxes set up. And then I told them, hey, we're sticking with the same weight as last week. But if these are feeling good and you want to make them harder and you're able to get pretty deep into this, cool. Then let's try to lower the box. Next week, we'll try to add some more weight. But today, we're just trying to go on a lower box. And then 12 to 15 bicep curls with the kettlebell. So grabbing it by the horns, elbows out in front, and kind of squeezing together. And nice, controlled reps down. Last station. Oh, and I said 12 to 15 there just because the kettlebells take a pretty big jump. So it's hard to dial into yeah. Anyway, so just somewhere within the range of 12 to 15, whatever feels like, holy crap, that was tough. That was hard. 12 crosswise pullovers, same deal as we've been doing. But then, and just letting people know that we did bump those up to 12 reps. We've been doing 10, bumped them up to 12 today. But that said, if they still want to go a little harder and heavier, cool, they're more than welcome to. So if they want to go up in dumbbells, more than welcome to. Then 6 half V-ups. I didn't know quite what to call these. Anyways, with this, we're down on our back, but notice that my hips are up off the floor, my shoulders are up off the floor. I'm pushing that plate towards my toes, controlling it down, and then I'm controlling the upper body. Control the feet, control that upper body. Nice and slow, nice and controlled, getting a lot out of the core. My biggest encouragement, or what I was really finding with a lot of people, was just that they needed to slow things down. Most of these movements are not meant to be done super quickly. So if you notice that a person is just cruising through rounds, slow them down, kind of give them, or tell them where to pause. But yeah, I felt like this morning went pretty well. I like the movements a lot better than I did last week or the last couple weeks. So yeah, let me know if you have any questions. But I will see you in the gym before class tonight since we both have somebody at 4:30. So thanks, Austin.